What's going on in this motherfucking bitch? They call me the White Gabriel Iglesias, the OG Toxic Chain. I also go by Mr. Evie, your girl. My feeder carbo searching was faster on my dick. But I'm on the draft league community. I am simply known as the Don. The Don. And I am here with BBR D-League Season 3, Week 3, taking on Mario and his Montebello Mexica. And quite honestly, this is probably one of the hardest matchups I had to deal with, if I'm being perfectly honest. If it's not even the fact that he has the Urshifu Single Strike, excuse me. But putting Urshifu aside, he also has the Terra Excadrill, which is honestly probably one of the more threatening mons to deal with versus my team specifically, because my ground resist is my own Terra Captain in Lilligant, and for all intents and purposes, that's not really enough, especially considering if he does get up sand with his Tyranitar, that can also be problematic as well. I do have some countermeasures, but Excadrill is a problem. Even stuff like Zapdos, Clefable to an extent is somewhat of a middling issue. But when I pieced together this team and finalized this build, there was one Pokemon that I was hoping I would not get swept by. And I am recording this before I play Mario, so hopefully I'm not bringing this into fruition. But yeah, I felt like the team was very, very weak going into this versus Sinistcha. Hopefully I can wear it down and like overwhelm it before it gets out of hand with like Calm Mind Strength Sap shenanigans. But regardless, the team I am bringing for this matchup, we have a Punching Glove Palafinss with Wave Crash, Jet Punch, Ice Punch, Drain Punch. This hits pretty much everything on his team for neutral survival damage. Wave Crash just there for the added power, Jet Punch to revenge kill stuff, Ice Punch for stuff like the Dragology and the Zapdos, and Drain Punch is really only there for Tyranitar, and to at the very least force the Excadrill to Terra. But all intents and purposes, I'm expecting Mario to Terra the Excadrill into a water type, if only due to the fact that Mario's team does not have a water type, and just having the extra resist to Palafinss just benefits his team so much more in the long run. So that is the Palafinss, just max attack enough speed for Adamant Urshifu, rests in HP. Then we have Scarf Cinderace, just another, this is my main countermeasure, an offensive way of dealing with Excadrill in sand, as I outspeed Adamant Excadrill in sand, not Jolly, unfortunately. So if he is Jolly, he will outspeed and kill me with Earthquake, but I'm expecting him to be Adamant if he does bring the Sand Core. And it also gives me a means of offensively checking something like a potential Scarf itself as well, with a U-turn with Libero, Gunk Shot for the Clefable, and Low Kick really only there for the T-Tar, and to at the very least force the Terra on the Excadrill, which I'm already expecting to happen right away. Then we have Shukaberry Metagross with some investment to tank hits better from stuff like Zapdos. This is also my way of switching in and checking Dragology. Granted, Dragology could just easily flip turn out, and it does have access to Shadow Ball, but I can still pressure it out with Psychic Fangs, and Earthquake is there for the T-Tar. Heavy Slam does a good amount to T-Tar, but the main target is Clefable, and then Bullet Punch is there for priority purposes. Then we have our Pixie Plate Gardevoir with Psychic Noise, Moonblast, Focus Blast, and Encore. This set is basically just here to act as my quote-unquote Sinistcha check. But basically the only way I deal with Sinistcha with this Gardevoir set, I would have to switch it hard in, unlike Calm Mind. I can Encore it in the Calm Mind. Psychic Noise is there to prevent Sinistcha from healing up with Matcha Gotcha. And it also helps in preventing the Zapdos for going for Roost. Other than that, though, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. It also helps against Clefable going for Moonlight. Moonblast spammable against his team if the Excadrill has already Terror and he does not bring back Mortar, which I'm not expecting. And Focus Blast is there for the Tyranitar. Granted, I don't really see that really coming into fruition, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm running enough bulk to guarantee take, I think it's an adamant punching glove, wicked blow from Urshifu from full, and the rest is put into special attack. Then we have another sort of anti-Urshifu response in our dual hazard soft sand Garchomp. Edgequake is really all I need against Mario's team. Soft sand helps do a bit more damage to Clefable to weaken that thing for something like my Hisuian Lilligant, which I'll show in a bit. But yeah, this is also my hazard setter as I am rocking both Spikes and Stealth Rock on this set. I have 216 in defense investment with an Impish Nature to guarantee live an adamant wicked blow from Choice Banded Urshifu, if I remember correctly. And then enough speed is here for Magmortar, and the rest is put into attack. And then lastly, we have our Covert Cloak, Victory Dance, Hisuian Lilligant. This set really just needs, it mainly needs Clefable gone, if at all possible, because the combination of Close Combat plus Terra Blast Ice is really helpful. It basically hits everything on his team for neutral damage. I do have to be careful though. If he does bring Magmortar, there's a chance I do get Flame Body burned by Magmortar. But other than that though, as well as the Unaware Clefable, if I'm able to get it set up and get going, like I said, putting Magmortar aside the potential of getting burned by Flame Body, Fighting plus Ice hits everything on Mario's team for neutral to prevent the damage. And I went Terra Blast Ice over Ice Spinner. The main reasoning for that is to avoid risk getting static parried by Zapdos. So that's why I am Terra Blast over Ice Spinner. And Covert Cloak just helps me versus Sinistcha, so I don't get Matcha Gotcha burnt by that thing. So as you can see, that's the team we're rocking for this matchup versus Mario. Here's hoping and praying that Sinistcha doesn't come and bite me in the ass. But yeah, that is wishful thinking. Yeah, so we'll leave it at that, guys. I know I'm rambling for a bit, but yeah, that's gonna be it for the team builder. And with that out of the way, let's head on over to the battle. Alright guys, here we are with the battle for week number 3 of the BBR D-League, taking on Mariobee, and he brought everything I expected, with the exception of he didn't bring Clefable. He brought Dragalge instead, but I expected the other 5. So, Sinistcha, Excadrill, which is Terra Water, itself, Dragalge, Urshifu, Zapdos. So, my lead versus this. Oh, he didn't bring T-Tar. So that means I don't have to worry about sand. Okay, cool. He didn't bring T-Tar. So, my Scarf Cinderace is a little bit less useful, but totally okay with that. Let's still lead off with Palafinss. I just want to get it online as quickly as possible. Yeah, let's just go with that. So, no sand. Good. That was one thing I was debating whether or not he had the ability to fit sand in, but the fact that I see Dragalge here means that he's probably going to lead off with it and get up Toxic Spikes, because I didn't bring Overquill. I could have potentially brought Overquill, looking at what he brought. So yeah, that's a bit disheartening that, that's not going to work out for me. But in any case, good luck, have fun to Mario. I'm probably, if anything, I'm pretty much expecting maybe the Azelf to be Scarf. Zappy Boys to Zapdos, yep. The only reason why I did not lead off with the what's it called? I could have led off with Chomp, but I wanted to get Palafinss online as quickly as possible. From here, I don't want to immediately go. I don't really have a good switch into Zap. Well, technically I do. My switch into Zapdos is Gardevoir, unfortunately. Because I want to keep Garchomp healthy for the Excadrill, and at the very least, I can live a hit from Urshifu. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go directly into Gardevoir. I expected maybe like a volt switch or a U-turn to want to come out here. Trace the static. Raw hurricanes. And gets the confusion on top of it. That's... Oh, that explains so much. He's Life Orb. Alright, Life Orb, Zapdos. Okay. Really unfortunate he got that confusion though. I probably could have gone Metagross too, but like Hurricane into Heat Wave would have did a shit ton, and I don't do much to it. Like Psychic Fangs isn't really just gonna bounce off. Yeah, he gets the Thunderbolt for free though. I really don't want to stay in. Because no matter what, he gets the T-Bolt. This is a bad kind of defense. And he discharged the Alright, so that was not the best of turn of beginnings there. So, Zapdos takes down Gardevoir. I can't go into Palafinss because it's not a speed tie, I'm slower. Yeah, I'm forced to go Garchomp right now. That sucks. That sucks really, really bad. Like I'm forced to make this play, and I don't. Pretty positive I don't kill. He hit Hurricane too. Gets the confusion. Oh my god! Don't do this. Please break through Garchomp. Oh boy! Wow! What a start! What a freaking start, man. Just a terrible beginning for me. Yeah, I have to go Cinderace now. I can't go Lilligant because my Terra doesn't help me. Yeah, I'm forced to go into Cinderace. Much to my dismay, I have to. This was not the start I was hoping for. This was nowhere close to the start I was hoping for. And he can just go Sinistcha here too. Like, Sinistcha is relatively safe because of Heat Proof. Oh boy. I lost both my Urshifu check and I lost my Sinistcha response. This doesn't even kill. Oh, it does. I'm really annoyed I had to go through all those hoops just to kill a Life Orb Zapdos. Like, it did pressure my team from the get-go, so I can't really fault him, but that was just Really unfortunate the way this game started, but what else can you do? He has a couple of plays he can make. If he goes Dragalge, I'm forced to go Metagross, and then from there he just flip turns into Urshifu. Or he just goes directly into Excadrill right now. Oh yeah, Mold Breaker does more. Yeah, Mold Breaker makes more sense because like my ground resist is Levitate. So it's like, whatever. He's gonna Terra here. I can't stop that. And Earthquake is relatively free. Let me see. Sinistcha, Excadrill, Urshifu. Well, me being Scarf isn't helping. I'm sort of okay with a Self when I have Metagross. Like, I could technically, like... Yeah, I'm gonna stay in Pyro Ball, actually. Like, I had other plays I was thinking of, but there's nothing that really, like, stops him from just spamming Earthquake or, like, SD, Rapid Spinning, and whatever. Like, best case scenario, I, like, get a burn here, but... I mean, he's not faster than me because I'm Scarf, so as any consolation, there's that. Let me see. The other best case scenario, he SDs here as I Pyro Ball again. I get off 3 hits. That's like the best case scenario here. And there's still a shot to win with Lilligant in the back, but I probably would have to Victory Dance twice at some point. The Azelf, the thing I'm also just concerned about is like the Azelf. Because the Azelf could also be like Mirror Herb. It doesn't have to be Scarf, but... Okay, he just EQs here. So, Cinderace goes down. Excadrill KOs Cinderace. And then from here... what can I do? I go Metagross. Like, I'm Sugar Berry for a reason. I go Metagross and I click Psychic Fangs. Because it covers this and it covers him going into Sinistcha. And the way I brought it in, he has to know I'm Sugar Berry. The other thing I'm debating afterwards is... oh, he just EQs. Okay. Alright, so we take out the Excadrill, so that's cool. Although there is one discerning problem, and its name is going to come in right now by the name of Urshifu. And I did not set up yet with my, what's it called? My Lilligant. Is there a chance for me to win still? Potentially. it's definitely going to be a lot more difficult. Because he's definitely going Urshifu now. I don't know what's taking him so long to go Urshifu and click Wicked Blow. That's not Urshifu. Right. Iron Defense. Okay. Iron Defense, Calm Mind, Matcha Gotcha, Shadow Ball, gotcha. Forgot this thing learns Iron Defense. Not gonna lie, I deadass forgot I learned Iron Defense. So yeah, I just straight up lose here. Actually, no I don't. It depends on how much he does with Shadow Ball. But I'm definitely not terroring. Okay, he doesn't 2KO me. And that did 147. Yeah, I did 147. Alright. Yeah, I should have went directly into Lilligant. Like, I honestly blanked on Iron Defense. So is he not Calm Mind? Okay, that did... Okay, so the first one was a roll. It was legitimately a roll. Yeah, I can't PP stall him out of Shadow Balls because I don't have enough synthesis. I think the best bet for me here, I have to Victory Dance here, Terra Blast, and then hope Palafinss kills it with Ice Punch. Okay, yeah, he did have Calm Mind. So yeah, I have to go for broke here. If I miss, I lose automatically. Like, hands down, I lose automatically. Like, maybe if I had brought, like, this is basically the one thing I wanted to bring Overcrow for. If I brought Overcrow, the original set I had would have dealt with this. But this isn't killing because he's at +4 defense, unless I crit. But that did half, yep. Sees, Hooligan goes down. And yeah, that's essentially the game because I can't break the Sinistcha. Yeah, I can't break Sinistcha anymore. Yep, that's game. The only thing I can do is like ice punch. Like the best case scenario, I ice punch freeze, but I really don't want to like rely on hacks to get back into this. And even if I freeze this, I still have to deal with their Shifu, a Zelf, which has outspeds my entire team, and most likely has coverage from Metagross anyway. So. Freeze? No freeze. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be a 4-0 loss. The crit didn't matter. The crit unfortunately did not matter. Damn. Yeah, I think that this is like basically the one downside to my team is like my team is so physically oriented, like stuff like this is going to come up and I just don't like break it that easily because of how physically offensive my team is. I just can't do anything about that. Like it's nothing against Mario. Like Mario played perfectly fine, but like I just did not do enough to break this. Not even this set, but like this particular team just doesn't do well with like boosting sweepers. So yeah, that's a 4-0 loss. That is very unfortunate. But again, like how it started didn't really change much. Like maybe if I kept Gardevoir around, I would have actually had something to deal with that Sinistcha set, because I would have encored it and forced it out. But anything past that though, I really didn't have much for, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. So yeah, this was nothing against matchup or prep or anything. This was just yeah, I just blanked on Iron Defense Sinistcha, to be perfectly honest. I thought it would be Strength Sap over Iron Defense, which arguably would have been worse, but the result would have been the same either way. Yeah. Other than that though, we'll leave it at that. We lose 4-0, very, very frustrating to lose that way, especially considering I knew that Overquill would have done something against that particular set if I kept it on the team. But like, it was just difficult to determine what to leave off on this particular build. That's like the one thing. But other than that though, no fault, no shame in losing that way. GG to Mario. Check him out in the description down below. Check out all the codes taking part in the BBR D-League. We are now 1-2 on the season. We will bounce back though, guys. I am definitely sure about that. We'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next time, this is Tone signing off for now. Peace out.